What do you think of when you hear the words Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Do you think of legendary bands like Kiss or Bon Jovi? Or do you think of the ridiculousness and cultural insanity this causes? Or do you think of snubs, great musicians who are worthy of entering into the hall, but just haven't for one reason or another? Today, we are going to be discussing one of the most well-known snubs of all time. A giant of metal and rock music, as we know it. You guessed it, Iron Maiden. Welcome to the first part of a many-parted series, where I, the Grand Duelist, explore rock artists that have not been given the glory that they so deserve. Before we talk about Iron Maiden specifically, we need to understand how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame claims to decide who gets inducted. According to the hall itself, artists are evaluated based on three main factors: influence, innovation, and impact on popular music. Notice what's not on that list. It's not genre, it's not radio friendliness, and it's definitely not whether an artist fits a narrow idea of what rock and roll is supposed to sound like. Iron Maiden became eligible for induction in 2005, 25 years after the release of their first commercial recordings in 1980. Which means that they've been eligible longer than many artists who are already inducted. So if the Hall truly prioritizes influence, innovation, and impact, Iron Maiden shouldn't be a controversial case at all, right? Right? To see whether that's happening, we have to look at what Iron Maiden actually contributed to music. First, what is Iron Maiden? If you've never heard of Iron Maiden, click off this video right now and look them up, like for real. But for those who know, just to summarize, Iron Maiden is a pioneer in metal music, with songs and albums focusing on specific fictional time periods and events, such as ancient Egypt or Japan. Despite their lack of a hit with mainstream rock audiences, their music has endured the test of time. From the very beginning, their music combined technical mastery, twin guitar harmonies, and complex song structures that were rarely heard in mainstream rock at the time. Their albums, such as Power Slave and Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, pushed the boundaries of storytelling and music, turning their albums into narrative journeys with recurring themes like the ones I already mentioned. Their theatrical live shows, complete with fiery effects, elaborate stage sets, and their mascot, Eddie, created a blueprint for the modern metal concert experience, influencing everything from stage design to band branding. Even their album art set new standards for visual storytelling in rock, with highly detailed illustrations that became part of the music itself. Over their nearly 50-year career, they've sold more than 100 million records worldwide and consistently sold out stadiums across the 6 continents, building a fan base that spans generations. Their tours set standards for production value and live music, with elaborate stage designs and visual storytelling have inspired countless other metal acts. Beyond the sales and the live shows, Iron Maiden helped bring metal to mainstream audiences without compromising their sound, paving the way for metal's global recognition and acceptance, mostly. When you combine the commercial achievements with their undeniable influence and innovation, the picture is clear. Iron Maiden meets every criterion the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame claims to value. And yet, despite their impact on popular music, they remain uninducted despite having been nominated 2 times in 2021 and 2023. This is a glaring omission that continues to frustrate fans like me and critics alike. So why are they not in? You might say that this is a pretty stupid situation, and I would argue that, yes it is. Some argue that Iron Maiden never truly crossed over to mainstream American radio pop culture, the way bands like AC/DC or Metallica did, suggesting that their global popularity doesn't automatically translate into rock hall relevance. Others point to their musical consistency, claiming that the band didn't evolve stylistically enough over time, or that their theatrical stage shows and mascot Eddie make them less serious than other inductees. Yeah, definitely. While these points may hold some surface appeal, they fall apart when compared to other bands already inducted, many of whom share similar traits or limitations. Consistency hasn't stopped AC/DC or Rush from entering the hall, and stage theatrics haven't kept Kiss from being inducted. When you weigh these critiques against Iron Maiden's influence, innovation, and commercial success, the objections begin to feel more like subjective preferences than legitimate reasons for exclusion. When you consider everything, Iron Maiden's massive influence on generations of musicians, their innovation in musical style and live performance, and their undeniable commercial success, it becomes clear that they meet every stated criterion for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yet, more than 15 years after becoming eligible, they remain uninducted, a glaring omission that highlights the Hall's ongoing struggles with genre bias and how it defines rock and roll. For all that I've already mentioned, I believe if we were to give Iron Maiden a Hall of Fame induction likeliness ranking, it would absolutely be an S tier. I would argue that induction is not a question of if, but when. Let's be real here. The real question now is whether the Hall will finally recognize their legacy and give one of metal's most iconic bands a place it clearly deserves. Thank you for listening. This is my first video, and I hope to do many videos like this soon. I really care about the Rock Hall, and I would appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe for more content. Comment what artists you'd like to see me talk about next, and I'll catch you later. Thanks.